Hi, good morning, Rebecca Roberts. How are you? Hi, Kayanat. How are you? Good morning. Long time no see. I'm just waiting for people to roll in. I just went live. We've been working with a new deck. Um, we switched over decks yesterday. For October, we were working with that Literary Witches Oracle, which was a great deck. I'm good. I'm running a little bit behind. I have a little bit of bedhead. I stayed up last night watching TV a little late, and then I slept in this morning till 7:30, which is different for me. The dogs actually let me sleep in, which I was surprised. Normally, one of my dogs likes to get me up at like 6 a.m. for food, but not today. He didn't. He decided not to do that. So we were able to sleep until 7:30, and so I kind of didn't do my daily sort of morning program, let's say, or rituals, the things that I do. I got most of them in, but some of them I did not, i.e., like showering or combing my hair. I would have liked to have maybe shaved for you guys a little bit, but trust me that by tomorrow I will be freshly shaven and looking a little bit more, less bedridden. Good, I'm glad you're okay, Rebecca Roberts. It's better to be okay than nothing, I guess, right? I'm just waiting for people to come into the room. Seems like people are. Let me just message Ducky. Yes, right. It is true. It's better to be okay than not be okay, right? You got to focus on the positive. You want to stay, with what's working, especially when you're feeling a little bit dodgy or a little bit weird. That's my understanding or how I deal with stuff. If I start to go a little bit down a wrong path, I have to kind of pull it together and refocus. Put my focus on things that are working. Good morning. For those of you on Facebook, Kristen Ravello just signed in. She said, "Good morning. I'm in the grocery store, but I got my headphones in. LOL." Atta girl, shop till you drop. We are going to give you some insight today. Hey, Ducky. Good morning. How are you? Just feels quiet this morning. Normally, there's more of you coming in quickly. Maybe it's, I slept in this morning too. Maybe it's the shift to fall. Maybe the energy is dropping, and some of us are finding ourselves sleeping in more and more. So, um, uh, you pull yourself back, Rebecca. Good. It's a smart thing to do. It's the best thing you can do for yourself because if you go down the rabbit hole of negativity, you can get stuck, and it just makes it more work to get out. Good morning, Christina Avalos. How are you? For those of you that don't see these people that I'm saying good morning to because you're on the other platform, just so you know, I'm broadcasting to both YouTube and Facebook, to my business page on Facebook. So if you see me saying things to people's names where you're like, who's he talking to? I'm not crazy. I just have two different platforms streaming right now so I can see everything in my chat, but I don't know if you guys can. So we started a new deck. My name is Dan. This is Engelgeist. This is my channel. Thank you for tuning in. Good morning, Barbara Stevens. We started it with a new deck yesterday, the Witchwood Oracle, which is a deck that came out of England, and we are using that coupled with the White Witch Oracle cards. So what I told people yesterday is to think of during this broadcast, as I do the housekeeping stuff first, think of a sort of a yes/no question, something that you want an insight on. That will be determined by these smaller oracle cards because they're sort of like similar to like a 8 ball. They have answers in them that are like yes, no, maybe, possibly, don't do it, that kind of thing. So we're going to do these for the first maybe week or 10 days of the month because it is October. It is the month that we would want to honor the witches. And we are using the Witchwood Oracle, similar to the Literary Witches, which we enjoyed so much for the last few weeks. So both of these decks are out of England, and I have unboxing videos of both of them if you want to get better looks at them and understand what they're about. You can check those out on my YouTube channel. And they're available for sale on Etsy. So there's links in the descriptions on the unboxing videos of where to find these decks if there's something that you like or that you might want to work with yourself. It's available to you out there in the interwebs. Don't get stuck in the interwebs, though. Good morning, Mary Martin Kosobuki. You're new to me. So, yeah, so there's that. Another housekeeping thing that I need to ask is yesterday I went out to my mailbox and I had a wonderful, wonderful surprise in the mailbox. And I don't have a lot of you here today, so I'm not sure if I'm going to find out the answer today. And I may have to ask this question over the next couple of lives, but I had a box of Moonology Oracle cards in the mail, but there was no note as to who it was from. I don't know if it came through Amazon fulfillment because it wasn't in an Amazon envelope. It came from a Juno.com or something. So I'm not sure who sent me these, but I wanted to thank you if it was whomever it was. The other thing I was going to say is that this deck is a deck that I have had for a couple of weeks now. It's a deck that I've really wanted, and it's beautiful that you sent it to me, and I'm very super, super appreciative of it. But I have an unboxing video of this deck that I put up last, like September 13th on the channel. So if you wanted to go and watch the unboxing, you can certainly see it there. And I've used these decks during some of our full moon events. It's an amazing, amazing deck. So I'm excited that somebody purchased it for me. But I want to thank you. I do have it. It's hard to get a hold of. That's the thing too. So I'm wondering if somebody got it on back order and it just now came to me. But I really wanted to acknowledge whoever sent this to me because it's always a wonderful, wonderful surprise to go out to your mailbox and find something in there. It's just something, it's weird. It's like, to me, it makes it like a little Christmas every day. So if you want to make my life a little Christmas every day, there is an Amazon wish list that's posted in the Engelgeist group and on the business page. You can go through those decks there, see if there's anything that interests you that you want to see me unbox and possibly use on future broadcasts, and you can send it to me. You can order it via Amazon and they will send it directly to me. But I'm not sure if that's how this got to me or if, I'm not sure, because this was removed from my Amazon list like weeks ago. So I'm surprised that it came without a note, and I'm surprised that it just sort of showed up. So maybe it's like fate. I don't know. Is anybody taking claim for this? No. Good morning, Tammy. Good morning, Raul. Good morning, Anne. So I'm not sure who sent this, but I want to say thank you very, very much. So I might mention this a couple of times over the next few lives until I find the person who actually sent this out to me because they need to be acknowledged. So beyond that, I do have a new unboxing video up for this small deck, which I think we might use later in the week. No, not this one. Sorry, I don't want to grab the wrong deck. I was doing a lot of work yesterday. This small deck here is called Ritual Learning to Witch, and it's by Hand Me That Pencil, who is a member of the Engelgeist group at this point and also follows me on Instagram, which you guys can follow me on Instagram at Engelgeist333 if you want. Her work is found at www.handmethatpencil.com, or she also has an Etsy shop. And if you're interested in this deck as we use it later, this deck can be found in the links to this deck can be found in her description of her video, okay? And the reason why I bring her up is because I am going to probably use this deck at some point this month with the Witchwood Oracles that we'll be switching in and out of. This deck might come in place of these. So I'm thinking I'm going to use these for maybe the first 10 days of October, maybe use these for the second part of October, and then I have another affirmation deck from Witchwood that I'll use for the last part of October around the Halloween season, okay? So we have a lot of fun ways of getting our information for the month of October. It'll be very interesting. The other thing about Hand Me That Pencil that I wanted to share is that we have, and this is what I was working on yesterday, I hope I'm not giving you guys too much information. Thank you for sharing out the video, Mary Lyman. You guys give this video a like hit the thumbs up if you're on YouTube or on Facebook, give it a like, a heart, whatever. I appreciate it. And share it out if you can. Um, the other thing I was going to say is that yesterday I've shot 3 unboxing videos of the 4 decks that will be up for nomination for November's forecasts, okay? So what that means is that today I am going to shoot the 4th video this morning, and all of the other 3 are waiting and ready in private on Facebook, on YouTube. They're waiting to be dropped. So I'm going to unlock them all from private to public. They'll all drop onto YouTube at once. Now, the way this is going to work, and I'm probably going to explain this over the next couple of days because some of you aren't here that I know will want to vote. There is going to be a poll in the Engelgeist group where you can vote for your favorite deck, right? Just by like picture, right? I'll take a picture of each deck. But what is also going to factor in, because I love a good beauty contest, right? It's like Miss America for tarot decks. What is also going to factor in is how many views each video gets and how many likes, like thumbs up, each video gets on YouTube. Those 3 factors, the poll in the Engelgeist group, the likes, and the views, will determine over the next month, right? We have the month of October. Over the next month, we'll determine the deck that we are going to be working with throughout the month of November, okay? So I hope that makes sense. I hope it's not too complicated, but I thought it would be fun for you guys because it sort of gives you guys options to look at different decks, see my unboxing videos, feel the energies of the decks or which ones you think you want to work with. It gives us a month for new people to come in and also cast their votes. And it gives the opportunity, it drives traffic to the videos so that people will see these unboxing videos. These artists will get recognition because 3 of the decks are self-published, all from Etsy. One of them is by Hand Me That Pencil. It's a very beautiful deck called Song of My Heart. And one of them, I can just show you really quick because I have all of the self-published ones here. One of them is this deck here, the Roots and Wings Oracle deck by Kat Riles. And she is actually, I just started following her on Instagram. She's out there on Instagram and you can find her work out on the interwebs. All of their information is going to be in their descriptions of their videos. And then the other self-published deck is the Rust Belt Arcana. And I think that these guys might be out of Cleveland, Ducky, which is interesting to me. But it's by David Wilson and Matt Stansberry. So this is the other deck that is going to be in the running. Now, the reason why I'm doing this to keep it interesting for me is because I love to work with new decks because they each have different art, they each stir up different emotions and different feelings. And like we're finding with this deck, you know, different information comes out as we work with them, and it's like a new language for me, so it keeps it fresh and interesting for me. I hope it keeps it fresh and interesting for you. I hope that it also gives you guys insight into the different decks that are out there, and in the possibility of maybe you guys might want to go out and purchase your own deck for yourself to either use for yourself or to use for others in the process. Okay, so that's the contest for the month of October. Is the voting and watching of the videos. The thumbs up, learning the thumbs up on the YouTube videos is key. You got to hit the thumbs up if you like the deck. That's the way that you vote, and you also vote in the poll in the Engelgeist group. For those of you that, I don't want that. I will put up the link here. This is all of this Restream link is all of the, hey Jamie, good morning. Good morning, Karen. How are you? So all of these, good morning, Judy Crossley. All of these links in the Linktree link are how to get a hold of me and follow me, find me, that sort of thing. If you want to be able to vote in the poll, you want to join the Engelgeist group. And like I said, that's going to run for the next 30 days, right? So we're going to just let those videos be for 30 days and see who gets the most views, who gets the most likes, and who gets the most votes in the poll. We'll factor all of those in, and on November 1st, we will know who our pageant winner is of these beautiful decks that I have sort of picked out and gotten very excited over. All right, so that being said, I'm going to go back to that one bit of house information really quick. Who the hell sent me this? Anybody? Anyone? I wanted to say thank you. I do have this deck already. It's a very hard deck to get a hold of, so somebody might have ordered it like weeks or months ago, and it just now arrived. But I took it off of my Amazon wish list because I found it myself on Etsy, because I really, really wanted it. And I'm really happy that somebody sent it to me, even though I already have it. But this was one of the decks that I really wanted really, really bad. I've been trying to get it since back when I was in Mexico. And it just showed up in my mailbox yesterday, but without a note. So whoever sent this, I love you and thank you very. Is it you, Jen Nichols? Jen Nichols, I have this. I unboxed it on September 15th, but it's a beautiful deck. So thank you so much. It was really hard to get a hold of. I thought I had removed it from my Amazon list. I know that I removed it a couple of weeks ago, but it just finally showed up yesterday and it didn't have any notes. So thank you so much. This is an amazing, amazing deck. I already have it and we worked with it, I think, on one of the full moon events. But I have it cracked open, so I will maybe utilize it a little bit more. All right, so those of you that missed all the house rules, please go back and replay the beginning of this video. I just don't want these videos to be so long for you guys, but I do want to go through some of um, the stuff that's going on so that you're aware of what's going on, because I am going to be traveling over the next few days, starting on Sunday the 6th, okay? So that's going to make some changes in the forecast. We will see. I'm going to maybe try and get up early and broadcast from New York, but we'll see. Had an idea about a small charm haul video. Might do that. I don't know if that interests you guys, or maybe a tour of the charm box, what's in there, why it's in there, why I put it in there. Would that be a video that you would be interested in? Any sort of comments of videos you would like to see, any sort of topics you would like me to speak on, please let me know in the comments. Just because I want to give you guys content and material that you guys can utilize and enjoy. And because you guys watch every day, so I love it. Let's do our breathing work today. We know the drill. We breathe in deep through the nose, down into the belly. We exhale negative, stale, outdated energy out through the mouth. If it helps to bring your attention to your body, touch your body in some way. That always sometimes helps me. I always touch at my heart space. And with each breath, I want you guys to look at picture that light emanating from this heart space and spreading out, okay? I think that there's something happening to us as a group, and my intuition is telling me that there's something, those of us that are doing this work, there's something that's happening, and it's naturally, easily raising our vibration. And if you don't think that's true, or if you agree with me in that, you can give me some hearts or some thumbs up. You can tell me your experiences in the comments of this video of where you think things are vibrationally raising. But as we exhale, we want to exhale that negative energy, and we want to expand that light in our body. We can even allow it to go past our body out into our auric field. Those of you that know about grounding, imagine a line of energy attaching to the base of your spine at your first chakra, which is the energy center at the base of your spine. Let that go all the way down into the center of the earth. Just let it just go straight through the floor of wherever you're at, all the way and connect it to the center of the earth. You don't have to connect it, just it will naturally connect. The earth will accept it, and let anything that doesn't belong to you, that's outdated, let it drop down that cord and just slide easily down that cord, right out of your space, out of your aura, out of your body. Any discomfort, any disease, anything that just is outdated, that we don't need anymore, that's not set for our highest good, okay? That's our intention with this breath work every day. You can do this whenever you want, guys. So in the middle of your day, if it gets a little bit hairball and hectic, stop and do the breath work. With each breath, as we exhale and as we expand that light within us, we want to say thank you first to the body, which is the densest vibration. Second, to the mind on the second breath, which is our next highest vibration. And third, to the spirit, which is the highest vibration that we're working with of what I call the Holy Trinity, okay? So the mind, body, and the spirit. We're going to also hold the breath at the top of the breath. You all know this, but if there's anybody new, I just have to go through this with everybody so that they understand. This is a great beginning meditation practice, and it's sort of evolving as we go. So let's all evolve together right now. If you want to join me, please put your feet flat on the ground. Bring your attention to your body. If you need to touch yourself, it's okay. I won't judge you. Sometimes I touch myself too. Anyways, I'm a little bit of a perv, you know that. So let's bring our attention back to ourselves. Let's bring it out of like last week, last month, last year, our childhood, wherever our attention is, let's call that energy back and let's let it burn bright and golden and new and bring it back into our space. And it can rest above our head and turn golden, okay? As we're doing this exercise, we can just will that to happen, intend that to happen, and let it just spin above us and burn bright and new, right? We're renewing our own energy. It's our energy. It's our space. We have dominion over it. We have free will. God gave us that right? So let's call that back and let's call our attention back from anything we're worrying about in the future. Like if I'm worrying about traveling on the 6th, not worried, but like thinking about it, I'm going to call my energy back from that. I'm going to call my attention back from everything that I'm thinking, I got to get this done, I got to get that done, I got to get this done. Because I want to be right here, right now in the present moment with you guys. So join me in bringing your attention back to you. Okay? Let's touch that heart chakra. Let's close our eyes and take in that first deep breath through our nose. We are going to hold at the top of the breath, okay? To let that oxygen permeate the bloodstream and the brain. So let's breathe in. And let's exhale. See that light expanding. And let's thank our body for everything that it does for us. Some of us can apologize to our body if we feel so inclined. If we feel as though we've mistreated our body in any way, tell our body that we are sorry and that we are grateful for everything that it's ever done for us. Give our body that healing that it deserves for all of the work that it's done for us, carrying us through this lifetime. And expand that light. Now let's take in that second breath. And release. Expanding that light even more so. Maybe now we're all the way out at the edge of our shoulders, down in the middle of our thighs, maybe all the way down to our knees. It's expanding out past our thighs into our aura. Just imagine it. You don't have to force it. Thank your mind for all of the work that it does, even the worry and fear, the doubt, the stuff that we feel as though we have to struggle against to get through life. Thank our mind for even those aspects of it. Our mind is a beautiful, beautiful tool, a supercomputer that helps us to solve problems, helps us to feel good. We need to love both all positive and negative. So be thankful and grateful to your mind. And let's take in that third breath. And really expand that light out now into your aura. Just that bright light that's set at your highest vibration. And let's exhale. Thanking the Spirit for all that it does for us, for all of the guidance, both known and unknown, for the support, for the direction, for the experiences from previous lifetimes. Thanking the Spirit for being with us always, for the beauty that is our spirit. Even if we don't always acknowledge it, thank it. Be in gratitude. Just allow yourself to sit in this light for a moment if you would like. And when you're ready, open your eyes and we will begin. Thank you, Judy Crossley. Judy Crossley says, time with Dan every morning makes my day. Thank you. Jennifer Nichols will make me a content list. Awesome. I know it's going to be a good one. I'm excited. I have a little bit of a content list, Jennifer, so we might want to discuss back and forth, and you might want to tell me what you think works versus what doesn't. That would be interesting. So let's get started. Let's ask, it's October 2nd, right? Right, October 2nd. Wednesday, October 2nd. Oh, you know what? I put the garbage can out a day early. I'm a ding dong. Whoops, they don't come until tomorrow. I put their garbage can out yesterday, so actually I put it out 2 days early. Normally I put it out the day before, but whatever, I'm a ding dong. Anyways, I get so excited with garbage man's coming into the garbage. Take it out, take it out. It's very metaphorical for me. All right, Spirit, can I please get a card for today, Wednesday, October 2nd, for the collective? What best represents for us? What do we need to know right now, October 2nd, not 22nd, of 2019, please? For those both watching now and those that may tune in at any point in the future who may watch this video, what is it that they need to know? What will serve their highest good? Also, keep in mind that yes-no question, guys. If you have something that you're pondering, something that needs a yes-no answer, remember to keep that in your mind, because when I shuffle the other small deck, we will be receiving a little insight into that. And by the way, too, you guys, I just want you to know, I love that you tune in, and I love that some of you are my private clients, and I am available for private readings. Those of you that don't know that, you can contact me via the Linktree links. But I never want anybody to take my intuition over their own, right? So remember that these readings, I hate to say it, but I think that sometimes it needs to be said. Use them, take what you need and leave the rest, right? But, you know, I notice people have disclaimers like these readings are for just entertainment purposes only. But when something is, if we're making a decision in our life and I'm telling you guys, think about a yes or no question, I don't want you guys thinking that these little cards have all your answers. Trust your own intuition too. Do breath work around your answers. Go internal, and, you know, if you get a yes from a card and then, but your gut is saying, oh, is that right? I would go with your gut over the card. So I'm just saying that, okay? I want you guys, that's the goal of a good reading. It's for us to be validated in what we already feel or know, right? Where we already feel it's right and where it resonates, where it's in line with our spirit, okay? So I just want to say that too, especially while we're doing this like week or 10 days of yes, no questions with this White Witch Oracle. I think it's fun. I think it adds to the other card, but I don't want anybody out there thinking like, oh, Dan said no, so I can't do that. If your spirit is telling you, yes, go do that, then by all means, go do that. Do you know what I'm saying? So I want everybody to understand that. And that's why if you watch the October Taroscopes, I always have the potential outcomes card. I do that with my private clients too. I never want anybody living for my predictions. I'm not here to predict your future. I'm here to help you get clarity so that you can define and attain and pursue your future, create your future, right? That's my job, is to help facilitate the answers. I don't necessarily need to help you find them. They're already within you. I may help you shed some light on them so that you can see them and go, oh yeah, I did know that. Oh yeah, I was feeling that way. But that's already in you, you know? So I want to make that clear as we go forward. And I think a lot of you know this already, but just for anybody that doesn't, I want that to be clear that a yes-no card is fun, and it may add to the morning's forecast, but don't take the card over your own intuition, okay, dears? Like, seriously. For those, especially those of you that are new to me. There's a lot of people in Facebook that are sort of in desperation and like, oh, I need help, I need guidance, you probably don't need as much guidance as you think. That's my belief. I mean, I'm certainly willing to help those that, you know, think that they need it, but you always want to trust your own intuition first. That's the tool here that we want to grow and build, right? So that's also why I do the unboxing videos and, you know, show you guys different decks. Maybe you guys might buy your own deck and start working with it. I know Ducky does. I know Angel does. I know that, you know, they pick cards daily for themselves. And so I think that's great because it strengthens your intuition. It strengthens your connection to spirit. And that's kind of what I'm here doing, is trying to attempt to help people to do that. But also in the process, I get to strengthen my connection to spirit. So I get something out of it too. Okay? So let's see what cards Spirit's got for us today from the Witchwood Oracle. And again, these are from England and available on Etsy. Interesting. Whoa. Okay, guys. They're not joking today. All right, so I'm gonna flip the camera for you guys. Let me get my pointer. I might need it for this one. Oh yeah, that's right. But Ducky's reminding me Wednesdays and Fridays tonight we are going to do a charmed event. It is Wednesday night. It's not Tuesday. Even though I'm putting out the garbage can and whatever, I should have put it out today. It is Wednesday night. There will be a charmed event tonight again. And in the house stuff, the next 4 unboxings are the 4 that are the decks that are up for vote. So they're going to drop today. I need to film the 4th one, and then I'm dropping them. The other 3 are done, finished, filled out, and ready to go. They're just sitting on my YouTube channel under private, so you can't see them yet. But I'm going to release them all at the same time. Views and likes. The thumbs up button is key. If you guys are not hitting the like button, I have 16 people in here. Well, some of you are on Facebook, but oh, okay. Hey, Beyonce Knowles. Good morning. We are in the presence of pop star royalty. Just so you know, guys, Beyonce's coming in the room. So give it a thumbs up if you like the video and like the deck. All of those things will factor into which deck we work with in November. All right. So and tonight is a charmed event at 7:30 Central Standard Time. So charmed readings are $25. In between that, I will pull free cards for people, so you don't necessarily have to buy a charm reading to get any a card or a free card pulled. Or I might do pendulum swings or something fun but small for those of you. But this is my way of making money. So the charm readings are $25, and they're a bit cheaper than when I do them privately over the phone. So let me switch cameras and show you our card today. Do not freak out, guys. Calmate, calmate. So this card is the death card. And what I'm thinking about this card is I think that this is death always represents as a letting go, as a opportunity to let go. What I first see about this card and what I'm feeling or what I'm hearing is that this is about vulnerability. And the reason why I say that is because of the bones, the aspect of the skeleton. I also feel that the skeleton is turned away from me and it feels as though it's sobbing, right? There's a sadness, there's a vulnerability. So there may be some of you that might be feeling some emotions today, and that's completely fine and acceptable. But those emotions to me feel like they need to be felt in an effort to allow a death to happen, to allow ourselves to live the small death. Maybe it's the death of the ego, maybe it's the death of a situation that's no longer serving us. But what it is that we have become vulnerable to a situation that we need to let go of, that we need to walk away from gracefully, similar to how this skeleton is sort of walking away. I don't feel like this is a negative card. What I feel like is this is allowing you, or most of my watchers, in whatever way you need to feel vulnerable to a situation and realize that you have the strength and the ability to walk away at your core, right? And the reason why I say at your core is because we're looking at this skeleton, right? The skeleton to me says that very down in our very depths of who we are, in the most densest form of what we are, which is the bone aspect of our body, we have the strength to sort of walk away from situations. We can either, and this is, my favorite phrase. What's my favorite phrase, people? Let go or be dragged. Exactly, exactly. So to me, this is about, do we turn our backs and walk away? Do we make that choice to walk away from maybe those old thoughts or those old emotions that are causing us deep pain or despair? Do we need to let them go? And I know that sometimes it's easier said than done. We get stuck in our feelings, and I do too. I'm a Pisces, man. I can get so deep in my feelings that it's frightening at times, but this is what I'm realizing, or for myself at least, and what this card is teaching me too in this moment, is that I get the option to sort of make the choice of what I keep and what I let go of. And it's sort of like our breath work. What do we want in our space versus what do we want to create in our space? What do we invite in versus what do we, what pushes its way in? And remember, guys, this is a universe of free will. And we have the right and dominion over our space. We don't have to accept anything that doesn't work for us or that isn't for our highest good. So we can choose to remove things or allow things to depart. We can return to sender. That's something that I learned from reading the Empath Survival Guide. A very simple trick is to take deep breaths and sit in the center of your head and say, return to sender. If there's something in your space that you don't want or or feel as though you need or doesn't belong to you, you simply just with that intention, return to sender, whoever it belongs to, let that energy go back to them. Let those feelings, those thoughts, those emotions that are tied to things that were said to us, maybe in our childhood, let those things die, let them go, live in the present moment, right? Return them to sender. Judith Orloff is amazing. If you guys don't know the Empath Survival Guide and you have any bit of sensitivity, you might want to check it out, because even though it seems, as you read it, it seems like stuff that you would think you would already know, it's actually extremely enlightening. And there's very simple practices in the book that teach you how to sort of keep your space clear and clean and protected. And we can do that in a way with ease, really. Our breath work in the morning sets us up for that. Shining that light, that golden light, makes us impenetrable. That's the next step of where we're taking this. Well, you guys don't know that, now you do, but I'm going to start to set us up into spaces of protection through the month of October, so that we're starting to realize that that golden light is our protection. It is our space, and we are sort of divinely given that. It belongs to us and no one else. And so we allow whatever we want in there, sometimes by mistake or sometimes through habit, but we also have the option here to let it go, to allow it to take its own path, to send it back to where it belongs, to let it die. Right? Death is not a bad thing. Death is a cycle that we all go through. We all have to face it, right? And so it is just, it's inevitable, right? But we can practice our way. This is so funny, really. Okay, what I'm hearing is this spirit. This is spirit talking to me, I think. Death, you know that phrase, the only thing we all have to experience is death and taxes, right? So I hear that in my head right now, and then I'm hearing that, death is sort of the thing that we all fear, right? On some level, there's this fear of death. Maybe there's those of us that are full-on daredevils that don't give a shit and don't fear death, right? There's the rare few. But on some level, at a visceral level, I think that we, at a physical level, our body fears it. We have just a natural inclination to want to fear it. We worked really hard to come here to this plane of existence to experience and have this sort of like lifetime, right? And learn the things we're here to learn. So we don't necessarily want to let go, or we don't know what's on the other side, or feel as though we don't know what's on the other side. So there is maybe some trepidation or fear of that. But we can practice the small deaths through our lives in the letting go of things that no longer serve us. And this is the thing where I feel like Spirit is telling you this, and I think that it's a little bit interesting, is that those small deaths that we experience while awake, while alive, those letting goes with those opportunities to let go with grace and allow things to have their turn, have their time, and then their ending. If we lean into them, if we let go and not be dragged, and we do it gracefully, each one sort of prepares us for sort of the death that we all have to face at some point when this lifetime is to end, right? And so maybe that, quite possibly makes that experience and that transition, because that's all that it really is just a transition from the physical into the spiritual, into the level of spirit. Maybe that will assist us or make it less scary when we do have to face that, the final passing, bum, bum, bum. But we all do face it. So this to me says, don't worry, none of you are going to die today. Like, calm down, Marys. But what can we let go of today? What are we strong enough to sort of release today? What might be causing us sadness, shame? There could be shame in this skeleton. There could be sadness. There could be depression, right? I deal with sometimes depressed issues too, and so I see maybe sort of depression when I look at this card when I'm looking at it addressing me more personally. But for those of you out there, what is the emotion that maybe, or what is the feeling, the situation, the memory that might be sort of haunting you, that needs to be let go, that needs to die? You are strong enough and you are capable enough to let it go. That's what this card says to me today. Now, I also want you guys to think about this yes/no question if you have it. I'm going to shuffle these cards and add this card to it. We still need to do the grounding stone. Thank you, Spirit. Please give us a card that best represents, for those of us that have tuned in, or those of us that will watch at any point in time in the future, what do they need to know? Death is a release. You know, death is to me, death is sort of being unburdened, being set free. We can look at it in that way. Similar to like the Tower card. People freak out about the Tower card too. And I think the Tower card is actually like exciting in the sense that yes, it might be painful. Yes, it might be mood altering, or, you know, we have to let go of something that we thought was going to be there forever. But something new will come into that space. Like I say all the time, nature abhors a vacuum. Nature doesn't leave empty space. When we let something die in our lives, when we remove something that's no longer working for us, or no longer serving us, or keeping us in shame or stuck, when we realize that we have the strength to let that go and walk away from it, something new replaces in that space. Positivity, lightness, of a higher vibration can take root in that space. Thank you, Spirit. Oh my God. Alright, I swear to God, guys, I'm not playing it. This is what came out today. The card is let go. Alright, I'm gonna just say this. Which of you ladies is holding on too strong? I love the hand. She's even reaching out to the death card. She's like pointing to the death card, being like, okay, bitch, like, let go. Come on now. I'm sorry, my spirits sometimes get a little sassy. They get a little, bit, I don't know what you would call it, but my spirits, not only do I have to read, but they like to read, if you know what reading is, my dear. So this let go card, it's like the hand is pointing right to the death card, saying like, see, like let go. And there's a transformation that will take place. The moon always represents intuition for me. Butterflies represent transformation. So and when we do let go, a transformation can take place. If you asked a yes or no question, this let go would be more on the no side of things, right? It would be on the let go of the worry of that question, let go of the desire for whatever it is that you feel like you can't find the answer. Let go, relax, trust your intuition. The answer will come to you. And similar to these situations where I'm talking about that we need to let go of in this death card, this let go card is saying, do it, baby. You're fine. You're gonna transform from a skeleton into a beautiful butterfly if you trust your inner knowledge. And didn't I just, not to toot my own horn, but didn't I just spend the last 5 minutes shuffling this deck and talking to you guys about trusting your own intuition over these cards? And I feel like the cards are reaffirming that by showing us exactly that our intuition will transform us, and we can let go of the situations that don't necessarily serve us, that cause us pain, that cause us sadness, that cause us shame, depression. And they may be old, they may be deep, like deep in the bones. That's why we're looking at this skeleton. But let me tell you this, these bones are the densest, strongest part of ourselves, right? And so if we feel like these sort of things that we need to let go of are that deep seated, we still have dominion over that place. We still can go in there, dig them out, and let them go and transform. We can trust ourselves, okay? We can trust our intuition. We have the power, especially in this month. If y'all haven't watched your October Taroscopes, go and watch them too, please. I think that they will give you guys some insight. These cards seem to be sort of also telling me a lot of what I was seeing, if I remember correctly, throughout quite a few of the signs. Was about like doing inner work and letting go. I think that Scorpio had that in a big way. There was a couple of them that were definitely about doing the work. How much change are you going to let in this month? How far do we want to push ourselves, right? How not push ourselves, but how far do we want to allow ourselves to grow and to expand and to evolve and to raise our vibration? Well, now would be a good time to do it because we're in fall, the vibrations start to naturally lower on the planet. So as we raise ours in response to the lowering of the planetary vibrations, I think it's a good time to do that, right? Let's get the grounding stone out here and see what the grounding stone says. Bye, Mary. You can always rewatch too. I know you have a lot of work to do. You're welcome. The grounding stone for today. Let's see what that is. Relax. Can you see that? Oh, I don't think you guys can see that. It is relax. So this grounding stone has come out before. And this is a very simple, easy stone. It goes right alongside all of this, right? So yes, this feels like big work. Yes, this feels like, death is such an extreme card. Oh my God. But I'm being told here, Spirit is saying, just relax, let go, and let it truly, truly go. Let it die. Okay? It's no longer if it's no longer serving you, it's okay to move forward without it. Okay, I'm just gonna leave you with that. I don't even need to say anything more. It is Spirit has made the message very clear this morning of what needs to happen. Only you guys need to trust your intuition and move forward in your own transformation of where it is that you need to release so that you can raise your vibration. Okay? So that's a lovely reading. I'm really digging what's going on, guys. Thank you, Spirit, for that. I just want to say thank you to the spirits, the ancestors, and my guardian angels, to the archangels, and everybody that I work with, everybody that I call in the morning before doing this every morning, my spirit guides, and the ascended masters. I want to say thank you to you guys because I really believe that these cards coming out this way and these messages coming through are here to assist us. And we have that assistance. Just as another reminder, I'm going to switch cameras, guys. I just wanted to let you guys look at that for a moment. Just as a reminder, my beautiful little bit of bedhead there. But just as a reminder, those people that I just thanked, those groups, the archangels, guardian angels, my spirit guides, or your spirit guides, your specific spirit guides, you don't necessarily have to know who they are just yet to trust them and to know that they're there, right? You can thank them at any given time, and they can help you. They can offer assistance, but they can only offer assistance if you ask. If you don't ask, they're not going to come in because of free will. So I thank them all the time. And in thanking them, I believe that that's an open entry or like sort of an invitation for them to assist. That's my understanding and my agreement with my guides, with my angels, and all of that. And so when I thank them, that allows them to know that I'm grateful, that allows them to know that I'm still willing to work with them, and that I invite them in every morning before I get online to not only protect this space and keep it grounded, but also to protect you guys as you're here in this space. Um, you guys can do this too yourself. It's a simple practice, and all you have to do is trust and have faith in it, right? And they will come, they will assist you, they will offer you guidance, they will give you signs and symbols, they will do whatever it is, but you have to be open to it, willing, and you have to be able to ask. And again, I've said this in the past too, you're asking for your spirit guides, the ones that you have contracts with, not just random spirits. Okay, guys? Don't be inviting just everybody in. We're talking about like the people that this should be my own content video, actually. I'll do a separate video on this later about content-wise, but just as a little aside for you guys that watch me every day, that I want you guys to, if you do go out and start to practice this, and anybody can message me directly in the group if you want. I invite in God, Mother Earth, Father Sky, and then from there, the archangels, my guardian angels, and my spirit guides. There's also other aspects that I invite in for their assistance. I'll talk about that later, maybe in other videos, as to why and why it resonates for me. It may not be the same for you, okay? And you may not have a relationship, say, with the archangels or God in the way that I do. So do, first and foremost, like I said, trust your intuition and do what works best for you and feels safest for you. But do be aware you do not want to open yourself up to just anything that's out there. Because just as we are all individual and different, on the spirit realm side, I believe that there is all sorts of different vibrations and different sort of spirits and entities that vibrate at different levels. Doesn't make them good, bad, or otherwise, but you don't want to be inviting in anything that you don't necessarily have contractual agreements with, because those contractual agreements are always for your highest good. So keep that in mind. Wow, that's a little bit of information, huh? Thank you so much, Jen Nichols, for the Moonology deck. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Um, Go back. I'm gonna go film this last video for this last deck, and then I'm really excited to drop all 4 of these unboxing videos. I want to see what you guys think about these decks. I have some preconceived ideas of who may win by the month's end, but we'll see. We never know. It's interesting to see what you guys resonate with. All of the decks so far, the 3 that I've filmed so far, I absolutely love for all completely different reasons. But this to me is like a deck beauty pageant. I'm super excited. I hope you guys are too. Again, like the videos, watch them, have your friends watch them and like them. If there's a deck you really want to see that you really want to have show up on November 1st as our deck, you're going to have to, hype it, share it out, go like, watch this deck, it's beautiful, and see if it gets more likes. Champion for the deck that you want to see on November 1st. I have a feeling because Literary Witches was such a landslide, y'all are going to go in a landslide in another direction. I think that this group is very much in sort of a vibrational alignment thing, but we will see. At some point, I'm going to work with all of these decks, so they might just get put into the next pageant, so to speak. It's a deck pageant, people! I love a good pageant! Everybody put on your tiaras, we're having a pageant. So excited. Alright, you guys, I hope you enjoyed the reading. Please follow me on Instagram at Engelgeist333 for those of you that are new. For those of you that are old, I love you. Thank you so much for being with me every morning. I wouldn't be doing this and getting up every morning without you. And I appreciate your support and your viewership and your friendship, really, at this point. I really consider you guys kind of my friends. Aside from my dogs, I interact with my mom and my dogs, I interact with on a regular basis, and then you guys. So thank you so very much for being in my life, and I will see you all tonight at 7:30 for, I am like just Fanny forgetful today. Tonight is the charm event. You can also send over reservations if you want a charm reading. That's available to you. I haven't really been hyping it because I'm off by a day, but that's tonight, and there will be another one on Friday night, and then I will leave on Sunday. But I will see you guys tonight, and then again for the forecast tomorrow. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Remember, let go. Death is not a bad thing, and relax. Relax into it. Let go or be dragged. Just relax into it. Lean into it. Whatever it may be. However it may feel. Lean into it and say, oh wow, this feels kind of strange. I feel kind of sad. Why is that? Ask your body. Because your body's, just giving you signs and signals too. Just trying to communicate with you so that your spirit can kind of come in a little bit closer with the mind and the body, like all 3 can come together and then walk the earth and be like, whoa, this place is really cool. And that high vibration that we bring down onto the earth, onto the planet, that little Buddha like vibration, imagine what that does for the planet when we start all operating from that place. I mean, we got to get up the politicians and everybody in there, but that might take a minute. But if we all start doing that, maybe we inevitably raise their vibration and their light starts shining. Their awareness opens up. And this, we actually heal this planet that deserves it. It's supported us. It's funny to me, oh my God, I'm on tirades this morning, but I'm getting this picture right now. It's like, how in our breath work we acknowledge the body, it being the densest form of our experience here on this planet. And how sometimes, for me personally, like there's been years where I've not acknowledged the body, and if I have not acknowledged it, it's always been from a place of negativity or judgment. And then I think about the earth and how it is sort of like the physical body embodiment of the planet. It's like sort of, the densest form. And how do we just not pay attention to it similar on a more macro level versus micro, right? Our micro would be us and our body and how we treat our body. But when we look at the earth as a body itself, as the more macro, larger body, have we been avoiding it? Have we been judging it? And I mean judging it, not necessarily like, ooh, look at that fucking tree over there. What I mean is like, oh, my life is so hard. I can't get ahead. This sucks. I don't want to be here. Like the earth feels, Mother Earth feels that, I believe. She's here to support us and nourish us and carry us, and and she's a whole world full of experiences for us. And when we deny that or negate that because we're so caught up in our own caca, for lack of a better word, are we offering healing? I know that I've done that to myself on a personal level, and I can admit that I've probably done that on a planetary level. Sometimes I go around, and this is silly too, but in the last few years, I've been going around and picking up garbage off the planet and putting it where it belongs, like in a garbage receptacle. But the thing is that there's something that feels so good about it, like internally within me, because it's sort of like my way of honoring the planet, which I spent like the first, I would say, 35 years on this planet, not giving it much thought, just taking it for granted and burning it out and running around on it and doing whatever. Anyways, just things to think about. These are the ruminations of my brain. All right, you guys, I love you. Sorry that I went long. I'm sorry that your spirit is weepy, Jessica, but now would be the time to go in, figure out why. Ask your spirit why it's weepy, and then let go. Let it weep. Maybe the weeping is the healing that it needs, the release that it needs. Sometimes, as a Pisces, I cry at the drop of a hat, but you know what? I actually feel sort of empowered after a good cry. I feel refreshed after a good cry. I feel lighter after a good cry. It's a release of emotions that sort of we're holding in our energetic field. Anyways, I'm getting off. This could all be content stuff, and I'm giving away all my secrets. Ah! All right, I'll talk to you guys later. I hope you guys have a great day and enjoy your day. I will see you later tonight at the charming event. Please tune in, and I love you all. Have a good day. I need to go shave and shower and run errands now. Now I can go back into future time. All right. Bye, you guys. Have a great day.